it's a whole thing of, oh, what diamonds, how much are you spending? And then some people say, I guess this might be an urban myth, but you know, you need to spend 3 months' salary on your engagement ring and things like that, which I think lots of people have different opinions on it. As a jeweler, what's your thoughts on how much people should spend on an engagement ring?
Oh, this is such a good question because boys, like some of my friends are always like, okay, so how much should we spend? And even in initial calls with clients, it's a hot topic. And what's interesting is that I have clients from all over the world, and each country has a different kind of average of what they spend, which I find fascinating. Americans are always a bit bigger is better. They like to throw money at it, whereas Brits are kind of average, and then Norwegian clients are a little bit more modest, and they're kind of new to the engagement ring game. So I think honestly, it's whatever you're most comfortable with. It's so hard to say. It definitely is an urban myth, like the 3 month salary type thing. Um, if you have loads of money, it doesn't necessarily mean that you should be spending loads of money in a ring. It's totally up to you. I can tell you like the averages of what people spend. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
um, so I would say in the UK currently my clients spend between kind of 6 to 10K. Um, our rings start at 4, and then it can really go up to like 40K. It just depends on the quality of the diamonds. Um, but
Wow.
that also changes because if you go to one of the bigger brands like Tiffany's, you'll be adding a zero to that. It's wild how much they charge compared to bespoke jewelers.
So why is that? Why do companies like Tiffany, why can they get away with charging such a high price? Is it actually the quality of it, or is it the brand and the name and the little blue box and things like that?
It's a real mix. I mean, bespoke jewelers like myself still use brilliant artisans and craftsmen in Hatton Garden, who've been doing it for decades, just like Tiffany's. But they have the resources to kind of go above and beyond. So I guess their stone selection might be that bit better. But what you're really paying for is their overheads. I mean, they have such beautiful stores, big offices full of marketing teams and ecom teams and social teams, etc. Stunning boutiques that you can go into, and then obviously their little blue box and advertising, etc. So it all adds up, and you're paying for. You can kind of see what you're paying for when you look at it like that. Um, but I think with brands, if you love a brand and you're someone that buys into a brand and you love that kind of shopping experience, you should totally do that. And if they have a kind of signature style that's super cool, you should go down that route. Whereas if you're open to something a bit more personal, then bespoke is the way for sure.